Hey, sore throat, what's up? It's the Culture Man here, investigating your favorite movies, and today I'm going to be doing a very fast-paced movie review on a movie that I watched in the theaters recently, also a Hong Kong film. I've been doing a lot of Hong Kong movie reviews in my Cantonese channel, and I almost forgot to do them in my main channel, which is in English. So here I am, guys. Actually, I haven't even reviewed this movie in my Cantonese channel, so I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyways, this film is a film that I've already briefly talked about if you saw my mini movie review video that I just released last night. And this film is Twilight of the Warriors Walled In, which is a very long name for a very okay movie. So in Cantonese, it's called 九龍城寨之圍城, which basically means Kowloon Walled City. Walled City. It's a very tedious name for a very mainstream movie. Like, you'd think for a movie of this size and, blockbuster quality, you would think they would go for something easier to remember. But no, Twilight of the Warriors Walled In. And this movie is, I think, based off of a comic book or a visual novel. It is directed by Soy Chang, who is a director I've been looking up to for quite a while. In the year 2021, he directed a movie, Limbo, which is absolutely fantastic and is probably the best movie from Hong Kong in the last 10 years. I'm not even exaggerating. It is a gritty, violent, brutal neo-noir black and white film that is as bloody and gory and as uncomfortable to watch as ever, and it blew my mind the first time I saw it on the big screen. And then in 2022, he directed a film called Mad Fate, where he has officially joined the legendary production company Milky Way Productions, which is spearheaded by legendary director Johnny To. In this film, he essentially tries to complement that Milky Way production style while still having his own style, which results in an absolute mess. Some people enjoyed Mad Fate, but for me, I thought it is a total mess. I couldn't follow the plot. The cinematography is nice, the premise is interesting, but everything else just sort of fell apart. Now we have the very much long-awaited, anticipated Twilight of the Warriors Walled In. I can't believe I'm saying the full freaking title. Ugh. And what's amazing about this movie is that it got into Cannes Film Festival and it premiered at the midnight screening section, which is a pretty huge deal. It is once every 2 to 3 years where a Hong Kong films get into Cannes Film Festival. Not necessarily in competition, but somewhere in the festival, whether it be midnight screenings or the parallel, or if lucky, the short film category, if very lucky, a certain regard. But anyways, I digress. Now let's talk about the movie Twilight of the Warriors Walled In. The title, the full title. So it's about the walled city, the iconic Kowloon walled city that has been torn down in 1993. If any of y'all plan to visit Hong Kong and go, oh, I want to see the walled city, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but it's not there anymore. It's gone. But anyways, this story is set in the 1980s, where the walled city is full of gangsters. A lot of gang violence here. And we have a good guys gang, and everyone's good. They're like brothers. There's a good leader who's really good. They're good guys. And there's the bad guys, played by Sammo Hung, who wants to kill our main character because he is the son of a very notorious, nefarious gangster. But the son is completely unrelated to his father. Like, they didn't grow up together. Like, his dad died a long time ago, and he's a changed man. He's on the good guys team now. So now we have this epic conflict. So yeah, we have the flashbacks. The nefarious, notorious gangster is played by Aaron Kwok, and the leader of the good guys is played by veteran actor Louis Koo, and it's really cool to see them fight each other, trade blows, and throw down since their 2004 film Throwdown. But also we have industry veterans like Sammo Hung, who is one of, if not the greatest action star in Hong Kong film history. And no, it's not Jackie Chan. Sammo Hung also fought, which is impressive given that he is a big man already, but also he fought with younger millennial actors, which but in any case, it symbolizes the handing over of the film industry from old timers and boomers to younger millennial actors. And as expected, this movie is very cheesy, it's very campy, the dialogue is very cringe at times, but the movie embraces how campy it is. It is ridiculous and dramatic. And what's great is that the movie is also kind of funny at times. It gave itself some space to have a pretty strong sense of humor, and it made the movie more enjoyable because it doesn't take itself too seriously. As expected, the production design is really good, and everything else is competent. The cinematography is competent, as expected, of DP Cheng Shu Kung. And surprisingly, the music is not annoying. Surprisingly, the editing is not obnoxious, which is a huge issue with these big movies. But the post-credit scene is very uninteresting. It doesn't really add anything other than to tease a sequel, which I'm not too very hopeful about, even though this movie ended up pretty nice. I do think that there is no need for a sequel, or even if there is a sequel, it's probably not going to turn out as well, in my opinion. But so far, I think this is a really solid movie, definitely one of the better Hong Kong films to come out in the last few years or so. I love the fights, the action is top-notch, as expected, and everything went pretty well. It's actually really decent. I'm giving this movie a strong 7 out of 10. So if you watched this movie, comments below, let me know, subscribe if you want more, and thanks for watching. Bye!